Breathe deeply, inhaling the tranquility of this moment. Let the gentle rustle of the evening breeze guide you into a space of serene calm. As you exhale, release any tension holding onto in your body. Feel the weight of the day melt away, replaced by an enveloping warmth. Allow your mind to drift, like a leaf upon a still pond, floating effortlessly toward the golden horizon of your dreams. In the realm beyond time, where the stars weave their ancient melodies and the earth hums its primordial lullaby, there lay a forgotten dragon. Steeped in the whispers of countless ages, he slumbered amidst the rolling hills that cradled the dawn's first light. Deep within this tranquil landscape, his dreams unfurled like tendrils of mist over a silent lake, shimmering softly in the pale glow of a world not quite awake. The dragon rested in a cradle of emerald grasses, his scales a tapestry of rich, dark sapphire, glistening faintly in the twilight hour. His name, long obscured by the dust of forgotten tales, was woven into the fabric of the earth itself, echoing softly in the chorus of life that fluttered around him. The seasons danced gently over his resplendent form, brushing against him with tender fingers of time. Yet he remained unperturbed, entranced in a slumber profound, deep as the roots of the very mountains. The sky, painted in hues of lavender and gold, arced serenely overhead, embracing this hidden corner of the world in its quiet majesty. A gentle zephyr carried the scent of morning dew, weaving through the myriad leaves of ancient trees that stood like sentinels, their boughs creaking softly as they swayed with the rhythm of the earth's eternal heartbeat. In this gentle golden dawn, the dragon's breath rose and fell like the undulating hills, each exhalation a warm sigh that mingled with the crisp air, creating swirls of warmth and coolness, like velvet against silk. This peaceful symphony of nature, a weave of stillness and stirrings, sang to the heart of all things, calling softly to those who wandered in dreams, seeking solace and wonder in their nightly sojourns. As the first light of the sun ventured shyly across the horizon, it cascaded over the dragon's form, dancing over scales that caught the morning's radiance, casting glimmers of light far and wide, like stars skipping across a tranquil sky. The dragon stirred slightly, a ripple of movement that set the grass whispering softly around him, but he did not wake. Not yet. The world was content to let him rest, honoring the ancient rhythm that held sway over all things. In this mystical realm, where time seemed to flow like the meandering path of a drowsy river, the dragon's dreams mingled gently with the world beyond, his slumber a bridge between realms, between the known and the unknowable. Here, in the cradle of the earth, enwrapped in the gentle warmth of a golden dawn, the dragon lay, a secret of the ages, an eternal guardian of dreams, sleeping softly as the world itself purned beneath him. And so, in this peaceful symphony, the dragon's forgotten slumber continued, a lullaby of dreams and dawns, as the earth held him close, nurturing the deep forgotten magic of his enchanted sleep. Let your own dreams find refuge in this tale, as you drift gently, wrapped in the embrace of the mystical, comforting warmth that echoes the dragon's eternal rest. In the midst of this ethereal sanctuary, where time itself seemed to fold gently around the dragon's resting form, the whispers of the past intertwined with the present, weaving a tapestry of serenity that cloaked the land in soft golden hues. The air was suffused with an eternal warmth, a lingering embrace that seemed as old as the stones beneath the dragon's body, as ancient as the stars that softly blinked out in the approaching dawn's light. The subtle rustle of leaves played a gentle symphony, harmonizing with the sporadic, delicate notes of a stream trickling through moss-covered rocks nearby. It was as if the earth itself orchestrated this melodic reverie, a wordless song cradling the dreams of the dragon, the guardian of forgotten times and untold stories. These elemental sounds danced lightly through the air, mingling with the hushed breath of wind curling around the dragon's slumbering form, an immortal dance of nature itself. In this realm where boundaries blurred and dimensions whispered secrets to one another. Shadows and light wove a gentle play across the dragon's scaled skin. The golden light of dawn stroked the great creature's ancient scales, fragmenting into a spectrum of warmth that cascaded over his resting form. A patch of sunlight here, a swathe of shadow there. This gentle interplay of light and dark seemed to mirror the nature of the world beyond dreams. A reminder that both known and unknown could coexist peacefully. Around him, the grasses swayed sensuously, partaking in this ritual of dawn's embrace, their whispering a chorus of feathery sighs. Each blade of grass rocked and danced in subtle waves, as though breathing with the world itself, letting their murmurs add to the tranquility that hugged the dragon like an old, cherished quilt. Every ripple through the meadow conveyed an unspeakable promise, as if assuring the earth and all who lay upon it that the cycles of dreams, of day and night, continued unbroken and harmonious. And high above, the vast open sky began its gentle shift from the deep indigo of night, smudged with the last traces of dimming stars, into a glorious fanfare of oranges, pinks, and violets. This transformation marked the world waking to new possibilities while the dragon embraced his timeless sleep. The sky was a canvas of dreams being painted afresh, a grandiose reminder of renewal, of the persistent promise held by each new day. As the light spread, warmed, and expanded across the horizon, a feeling of deep calm pervaded the land, infusing the very earth with an energy both comforting and unyielding in its gentleness. This land of dreams, of forgotten slumber, became a refuge not only for the dragon, but for all who sought solace in the comforting embrace of the mythical. As you, listener, find your own rest in this timeless story, feel the slow ebb and flow of this ancient rhythm washing over you, carrying you to the tranquil places of your own dreams. Let the warmth of the golden dawn wrap around your heart, promising that here, in this mythical realm of eternal guardianship, you are free to wander, to rest, and to dream in endless peace. As dawn's tender fingers caressed the rolling hills and their secret hollows, a symphony of color began to dance across the landscape, rippling in gentle hues as if whispered by the breath of an ancient wind. The earth stirred under this embrace, releasing scents of dew-touched earth and blooming wildflowers, weaving an aromatic tapestry that enveloped all in its path. With each inhalation, you could feel the world itself breathing. In and out, a rhythmic lull. Echoing through the corridors of forgotten forests and whispering canyons. The dragon, nestled in his timeless sanctuary, slumbered on, a guardian of mystery wrapped in scales that shimmered like opalescent dreams. A hush fell over the valley, as though nature itself held its breath in reverence of his eternal repose. Though he lay in serene stillness, the mere presence of this majestic creature wove a blanket of peace that stretched across the skies, its tassels of serenity touching the hearts of all creatures who dwelled nearby. In this enchanted epoch, the soil underfoot seemed to pulse with a quiet vitality, each grain a granule of forgotten stories waiting to be unearthed by the imaginative wanderer. As you move gently through this land, allow your senses to unlock the secrets held within every shadow and light, every gust of wind that carries with it the whispers of times long past. Above you, the sky unfurls like an ancient scroll, each stroke of color blending seamlessly into the other, offering a vision of timeless wisdom painted by unseen hands. The golden orb of the sun, just now peeking over the edge of the world, promises renewal and the ceaseless cycle of beginnings and endings. There is an unspoken understanding here that in this magical place, where dragons sleep and dreams take flight, you too are an integral thread in the grand tapestry, woven into the fabric of the ethers with care and intention. As the warmth of dawn's gentle embrace wraps around your being, a sense of profound belonging takes root, anchoring you to this space of sanctuary. This feeling grows, expanding with each passing moment, like ripples spreading across a still pond, touching every corner of your soul with reassurance and hope. The enchantment of this realm hums through you, a soft, melodic resonance that lingers, allowing your spirit to unfurl and soar on wings of ethereal calm. In this quiet, timeless interval where reality and dreams intertwine, allow yourself to drift on a tranquil sea of contemplation. The path stretches before you, inviting your footsteps to trace its gentle curves and planes. With each step, the allure of discovery beckons, drawing you further into this wondrous world where each leaf, blade of grass, and glistening dewdrop carries the essence of stories untold. Let yourself revel in the stillness, where each heartbeat echoes the gentle rhythms of the land itself. Every moment an invitation to pause, to listen, to immerse in the harmonic symphony of existence that unfolds around you. This is a place of infinite possibility, a sacred sanctuary where the heart dares to dream and the soul finds its home. As you journey through this realm, allow its gentle whispers to guide you to the peaceful shores of your dreams, where the dragon sleeps and all is eternally well. As you tread softly upon this path shrouded in the morning's gentle embrace, let the whispers of the ancient forest surround you like music from an old, forgotten lullaby. Here, the air is alive with the scent of wildflowers, a fragrant tapestry woven into the cool mist that entwines with the rising dawn. Sunlight trickles through the canopy above, its golden fingers illuminating the forest floor with a warmth so tender it feels almost sentient. Your steps fall in rhythm with the earth's deep pulse, a slow, deliberate cadence that mirrors the sacred heartbeat of the cosmos. And each footfall is cushioned by a carpet of soft pine needles and moss. Their red fragrances rising to greet you, filling your senses with the quiet magic of the world around you. The path meanders through the wood like an ancient river, its curves and bends inviting you deeper into the mysteries that lie beyond the horizon of now. In this enchanted grove, time flows differently, as if wearing the gossamer cloak of a dream. The dragon lies at the heart of this realm, ensconced in a slumber as deep as the seas of stars above. Though asleep, it breathes life into every creature, every stone, every drop of sparkling dew. You may feel its presence in the rustling leaves or the soft murmur of the brook flowing languidly nearby. A silent guardian watching over all who wander here. With each step, the boundaries between the waking world and the dreamscape blur further, like the merging colors of dawn and dusk. In this place of soft edges and gentle whispers, you are free to lose yourself, to forget the burdens carried from the world outside these hallowed bounds. Your spirit is unburdened, floating atop the peaceful tide of eternity, buoyant and free in a way only dreams can allow. Forged in shadows and light, the dragon is more ancient than memory itself. It is a keeper of stories, a vessel of the wisdom of all ages, a silent bard conserving the lore of forgotten eons. And here you are, a traveler at the edge of its fantastical domain. As you inhale deeply, the crisp air fills your lungs, as if to fortify your own tale with the echoes of those past, present, and yet to unfold. Allow the rhythm of the land to weave through your thoughts, binding you to this mystical place of quietude and wonder. Trust in its gentle guidance as it leads you ever onward through the dense beauty of the forest, past the tales of yore whispered by the stones, and under a sky that seems to sing with the brilliance of 1,000 folded dreams. Here in this cradle of tranquility, you walk upon the notes of an eternal melody, a song that carries you closer to the dragon's peaceful slumber. Let your spirit resonate with this oneness, bask in the grace of the timeless moment, and know that in this place there is no end, only the promise of a new dawn, eternally waiting, ever serene. As you carry on through this woven tapestry of silence and song, the path beneath your feet unfurls like an ancient parchment, revealing its secrets only to those who dare to tread with reverence. Each step you take is a note in the symphony of the timeless forest, echoing softly in the heart of the land. The whispers of the leaves flutter past you, a gentle urging to slow down, to awaken the senses and absorb the world around you without haste. Above, the celestial dome stretches infinitely, a vast canvas brushed with the swirls of distant stars. They twinkle like aged eyes too wise to blink, casting their gentle luminescence upon the earth below. You feel their watchful gaze and sense that their light has traversed the cosmos just for this moment, to cast its glow upon your journey and guide you with the comfort of a million unseen companions. The air is thick with the scent of ancient pines, mingling with the sweet perfume of elusive night-blooming flowers that rouse only when the world is hushed. The fragrance envelops you, weaving a cloak of calm that heightens your senses and draws you further into the story unfolding around you. It is a scent that recalls a forgotten era, a time untouched by the rush of mortal clocks. As you meander deeper into this living tapestry, you notice the gentle hum of the earth's pulse beneath your feet, a vibration that speaks in rhythms older than memory itself. It is a comforting song, inviting you to pause, so you linger, feeling the warmth of the ground rise through the soles of your feet, like a lullaby sung by the earth to those who hear with more than just ears. The stones here are ancient storytellers, each one holding within it the dreams and truths of those who came before you, visitors to this realm who have left a legacy in whispering echoes. The path gradually opens into a clearing, bathed in the glow of an ever-patient moon. It watches over this sacred space, aglow with the tranquil energy that the dragon before you has lovingly imbued into this place through eons of forgotten dreams. This clearing, cradled by the surrounding sea of towering trees, invites you to stop, to breathe, and to simply be. Here, the very air holds a sense of expectation, as if it waits for the gentle rise and fall of the dragon's slumbering breath to begin weaving the next chapter of the world. You find yourself imagining the great beast, curled amongst the roots and streams, its scales glistening with the luster of 1,000 dawns. It sleeps with the wisdom of ages cradled within its breast, keeping watch over dreams yet to be dreamt. Pause here. Inhale deeply once more of this place's essence, allowing it to fill and fortify the corners of your heart that have longed for such peace. The earth beneath you, the sky above, the dance of shadows in the moonlit grove, they nourish the soul, a banquet of creation inviting you to linger in the silence and weave your own dreams into this tapestry. As you stand there, nestled in this moment of eternity, know that time does not rush here. It stretches luxuriously, permitting you the freedom to wander at its edges without fear of its passage. For in this serene corridor between dreams, there is no ending, only continuance, only the fluid promise of a story unfolding. With a soft exhale, you allow yourself to drift onward in your journey, the gentle weight of the night comforting in its embrace, as you wander along paths where the dragon dreams, marking your own tale upon the fabric of forever. Here amidst the shadows, where the starlight skips and plays, you find yourself a part of a whispered world, enshrouded in secrecy and splendor. An ancient willow's branches sway gently, trailing their delicate fingers upon the face of a pond, its surface a mirror reflecting the grand sweep of constellations above. It is a tapestry of celestial music, with each star a noteless symphony, guiding you deeper into a world unmarked by haste. In this tranquil domain, you feel the stories of old breathe softly against your skin, a reminder of the dragon who dreamed patiently beneath the earth. Time itself becomes an artist with a light touch as the gentle annals of history unfurl around you, each moment painting a picture of grace and continuity. Here, stories float just beyond reach, carried aloft on breezy zephyrs, awaiting a listener's ear, a whisper from antiquity, delicate as evening mist. And so the world spins lightly. A forgotten dream, yet to bear its fruit. The dragon, slumbering in secret chambers, carved from memory and rock, is at peace. Its breath, a rhythmic lullaby, rising in the cool night air, winds softly through the trees. You feel the ancient being's presence, a guardian and emblem of dreams, collecting layers of whispered asper. Actions and unwritten tales within its mighty heart. The night cocooned around you is a soft velvet, spinning dreams on its loom. You sense the gentle encouragement of time itself, savoring each moment morphed into eternity. The gentle cradle of the earth enfolds you tenderly, a mother rocking her child into worlds distant yet familiar, both strange and beautifully known. You are tethered here, yet aloft, a wandering spirit, bonded both to earth and starry firmament. With every breath, you drink in the subtle poetry of the landscape, its orchestrated harmony of silence and sound. You find in this resting place a haven, a sanctuary to call your own. Here, the echoes of the past sing with gentle clarity, filling the spaces within you that long for connection, for understanding, for comfort in this dreaming. Each path spirals onward, beckoning through the pine-scented air, where dreams perch gently upon every branch. Their wings flutter cautiously but with resolve, eager to take flight at the softest provocation. The dragon's call vibrates through the ground, a resonant bass that hums in your bones, bringing a deeper awareness of this twilight reverie. Somewhere, leaves fall with quiet grace, a cascade of nature's blessings whispering secrets known only to night. Their rustling is like laughter hidden in the folds of wind, and you smile, sensing the companionship of earth and sky. Together they offer the promise of renewal, of cycles endlessly beginning, never ending, each moment a new dream waiting to be dreamt. With each gentle step forward, you know you are weaving threads into the grander tapestry of existence. The dragon's slumbering visions, the earth's silent testament, the infinite potential of your journey. Here lies your invitation to continue as both witness and dreamer, the keeper of stories within stories, rife with beauty and truth. Let yourself linger in this embrace, where the realms of night cradle you so warmly. The slow heartbeat of eternity pulses in rhythm with your own, and you know, here in this place unbound by time, that all is indeed as it should be. The dragon's dreams eternally unfurling, and yours interwoven among them, a shared voyage through the annals of forever. In the heart of this nocturnal reverie, the gentle tendrils of the dragon's dreams curl around you. Whispering tales of starlit meadows and songs carried on the wings of time. You find yourself ambling through a landscape drenched in the soft glow of moonlight, where shadows dance like fleeting memories across the woven tapestry of dreams. The air is fragrant with the scent of night-blooming flowers, their delicate petals unfurling like promises kept in secret silence. A river, glistening like silver threads spun under a weaver's deft touch. Winds through this dreamscape, the water hums a tender lullaby, a melody of ages, soothing in its constancy, drawing you closer with its siren call. You pause at the water's edge, feeling the cool caress of its mist against your skin, each droplet a tiny echo of the universe's eternal breath. The dragon slumbers beneath a sky, aflame with the shimmer of ancient stars, each one a tiny sentinel watching over dreams untold. In this realm between wakefulness and the deep embrace of sleep, the universe stretches infinitely, yet feels intimately yours, a playground crafted of time's whispered secrets and the dragon's placid sighs. As you continue your journey through this land of dreams, the fabric of the night reveals itself in layers of shimmering twilight, weaving tapestries of existence and essence. Each step you take is cushioned by the gentle murmurings of the earth beneath, its voice a constant companion, urging you onward with promises of wisdom, wrapped within its deep roots. You become acutely aware of the harmony around you. The cicada's song, a symphony of nature's lull, the rustle of leaves exchanging secrets with the breeze, and the gentle lapping of the river as it charts its timeless course. They form a choir, singing hymns of the cosmos, ancient and unerring, yet varied in their ever-nascent creation. This is a place where time's constraints fade, a sanctuary where you can simply be. In this realm, nothing is lost, and everything is perfectly aligned. You find comfort in the knowledge that life, in all its vibrant forms, breathes anew with each moment. Scripted by the dreams of dragons and witnessed by the stars, gently surrounded by the warmth of this eternal twilight, you draw a breath deep into your being, letting it fill every corner with the tranquil energy of the night. Here, cradled by the harmony of the universe, your heartbeats are in unison with the rhythmic echoes of ages past. The dragon's dreams unfurl around you, luminous threads weaving narratives of potential and destiny, a serene testament to the boundless continuum of your own story. In this moment, each fragment of the serene landscape becomes a part of your being. A star, a heartbeat, a whisper of the river, your breath. You are woven into the dragon's dream as a cherished thread, integral and timeless. Your journey is one of myriad possibilities. And here, nestled within the ephemeral embrace of night, the dream awaits its awakening, a gentle reassurance that you are precisely where you are meant to be. The dragon lay nestled in the velvet folds of the universe, cradled by the eternal twilight, as his dreams extended their gossamer tendrils across the ages. In this vast expanse of starlit narrative, the dragon had forgotten the urgency of dawn, lost in the serene tapestry of his ethereal slumber. Time unfurled endlessly, stretching the moments like golden threads woven into a vast and complex loom of existence. Every beat of its cavernous heart sent ripples of warmth and energy spiraling through the cosmos, a pulse echoing into eternity. Beneath the dragon's gentle exhalations, the land around you whispered softly, its every facet alive with reverence for this sleeping guardian of dreams. The hills rolled like the backs of gentle, slumbering beasts, and the air hung heavy with the perfume of forgotten spring, earth, flowers, and a hint of ancient rain. Leaves rustled with stories in their veins, while the river meandered with a lullaby, caressing stones worn smooth by centuries. Within this lull, the borders between dreams and waking softened. The fabric of night undulated, curling like wisps of smoke under the touch of celestial fingers, and you felt yourself drifting deeper, further into the dragon's quiet world. You were suspended there, in a cradle of time both infinite and immediate, your senses caressed by the ambient hum of a world stilled and unhurried, each moment clad in shimmering twilight. A gentle luminescence rose from the dragon's resting form, its scales reflecting the muted glow of timeless stars. Waves of silver and blue glistened like distant seas under a tender moon, casting rhythmic shadows that danced and played upon your thoughts. Each shadow was a story threaded through your consciousness, creating tapestries woven from the silken strands of memory and imagination. As your breathing mirrored the dragon's, a quiet stillness enveloped you, bridged by the bond of shared slumber. Beneath closed lids, visions of dragons past and future glided by, grand and gentle, their wings spanning horizons and skies beyond comprehension. Within this cocoon, you found peace, a deep-rooted calm, born of the universe's breath. Slowly, the distinction between the dreamer and the dream began to dissolve, until you became the weaver of dreams yourself, the creator of futures bound only by the limits of the heart's courage. The fabric of your being meshed intricately with the dragon's own, a symphony of oneness waiting on the cusp of creation. Within the worn embrace of this twilight realm, you sensed the quiet promise of dawn, unhurried, waiting beyond the veil. The first brush of light still nestled in the distant potential of tomorrow. The dragon's soft murmurings, an ancient echo slipping into your reality, told tales of star-born beings and lands waiting in soft anticipation for your arrival. Together, entwined in this timeless dance, you were ready to embark on any journey, the dream yet to be realized, the path not yet taken. In the lap of this ancient sleeping dragon, you discovered a truth known only to dreamers. That even in forgetfulness, there is beauty, and in gentle slumber, there is awakening to a life resplendent with unimagined wonder. The universe continued to hum its lullaby, nurturing your dreams within its gentle cadence, the stars standing sentinel, witnessing the stories of dragons and dreamers, awaiting the gentle swell of morning's first breath. And there, in that sacred pause, you lingered, soothed, whole, awaiting the gentle nudge to rouse both dragon and dream to the light of a new dawn. And so you lay still, nestled in the crook of the ancient dragon's wing, feeling the soft rise and fall of its slumbering breath beneath you. The dragon, a creature of untold epochs, held within its dreams the whisperings of countless galaxies, their light refracted into soft, shimmering hues that danced lightly against your closed eyelids. You could sense the vastness of the dragon's mind, a canvas painted with the histories of worlds that had gracefully turned to dust, and the tender stories of new ones just beginning to form within the cosmic cradle. Its scales, a tapestry of celestial shades, murmured softly against your skin, each scale a unique echo of the stars that adorned the dome of the night sky above. The air around you was thick with tranquility, a blessed stillness that cushioned your own breathing, syncing seamlessly with the rhythmic lull of the dragon's exhalations. It was as though time itself had woven a cocoon of serene eternity around you, leaving behind the burdensome weight of moments and minutes. Above, the heavens stretched endlessly in their tranquil canopy. As luminescent moths, they might have been stars, hovered silently, casting the faintest trace of phosphorescent glow upon your resting place. The sky was a velvety expanse of twilight blues and deep purples, the edges of night gracefully embracing the first hint of dawn, a silver thread of promise stitching the horizon. In the distance, a gentle breeze stirred the leaves of long-forgotten trees, their branches cocooned in whispers, rustling with secrets only the wind could comprehend. The night, the vibrant and full, wrapped itself around your senses, a soft tapestry woven with the tender touch of dreams and the gentle murmur of the universe's lullaby. As you lay cradled in that mythical embrace, the very essence of nostalgia tugged at the corners of your consciousness, coaxing forth fleeting images of places you might have known in distant lifetimes. Meadows spangled with moonlit flowers, rivers singing softly as they draped the land in liquid silver, and the rustling of ancient forests speaking in a tongue only the heart could understand. Your thoughts, adrift on this ocean of dream and wonder, floated like serene flotsam, unhurried and unbound by earthly concerns. Embraced by the dragon's warmth, your spirit knew the luxury of peace, unfurling gently into the unseen realms woven with soft shadows and golden light. Here, there were no demands, no expectations, just the pureness of being, of existing in this suspended moment between dreams and wakefulness. In the quietude of that mythical dance, there was a knowing, a sense of connection to every dreamer who had ever sought the comfort of night's embrace. Each was a traveler threading through the corridors of dreams, guided by unseen forces and whispering stars, striving to stitch together the fragmented glimmers of the soul with threads spun from the fabric of forgotten nocturnes. The dragon stirred faintly beneath you, its ancient heart beating a sonorous cadence, resonating in perfect harmony with your own. It was an exquisite symphony of existence, the harmonious coalescence of two beings adrift in the universal dreamscape, entwined not only in moment, but in essence. Your heart swelled with the profundity of shared presence, recognizing the sacred coalescence of magic and memory that danced around you in whispered tones. Here was beauty unfettered by the confines of reality, a perpetual tide drawing you inexorably toward a horizon where light would soon spill over, unveiling the mysteries kept secret by night. And so, nestled beside the sleeping giant, you lingered, content, whole, and wrapped in the gentle veil of dreams that promised not only rest but renewal. For there lay an unspoken truth within this shared slumber. In dreaming, we find not only escape, but deeper understanding. And in the gentle murmur of the universe's song, our souls are forever cradled, forever becoming. As the first soft hues of dawn began their gentle sweep across the sky, you felt that inevitable nudge of awakening, timeless yet always new, promising the continuation of your journey with the dragon, ever onward toward a world resplendent with unimagined wonders. The space between dreams felt endless, a realm where time lost its meaning. Stretching into an infinity where the dragon's soft breath was a tide upon which you drifted. The ancient woods surrounding you stood silent in their vigil, guardians of the secret place where dreams and reality intertwined beneath the fading shroud of night. Each leaf, each whisper of wind against the bark was a note in the symphony of this serene world, an orchestra composed by the universe itself, every element in harmony with the next. Cradled in this moment, you were no longer a mere traveler through the world, but an intrinsic part of its fabric, a single thread in an intricate tapestry that spanned both past and present. The great dragon beside you, its scales glowing softly in the nascent light, was the keeper of stories untold, of ancient legacies hidden. In the folds of time, together you shared a kinship that transcended words, a bond nurtured by the quiet rhythm of heartbeats and breath. The air was thick with the scent of dew-laden earth, a rich fragrance that seemed to ground you, even as your mind soared through the realms of possibility. Overhead, stars slowly yielded to the encroaching dawn, their light flickering like faded embers. Yet, in their retreat, they left behind a sky painted with the tender blush of new beginnings, a canvas upon which day would soon write its tale. As the first gentle breeze caressed your face, tender as a lullaby, it brought with it the sound of distant water cascading over stones. A river, perhaps, its presence weaving through the forest like a silver thread, its journey an eternal echo of your own, fluid and unending. The melody of water played alongside the subtle symphony of rustling leaves, together crafting a lullaby that seemed meant just for you. Beneath the thick green canopy, time unfurled slowly, each heartbeat an era unto itself. You felt the urge to stretch, to rise and meet the dawn, but the gravity of the dragon's dreaming held you in place, inviting stillness over action, reflection over resolution. And so, you surrendered to the quiet magnificence of the moment, letting go of all but the simple act of being. In the stillness, you sensed the soul of the dragon stirring, not yet awake but shimmering on the edge of consciousness. It was a connection deeper than thought, a shared awareness that existed somewhere beyond logic and language. Through this bond, there was no need for haste, no urgency to sever the fragile gossamer thread that bound night to day, and so you waited, not as one at the end of a journey, but as one at its eternal cusp. As the sun began to breach the horizon, its rays spilled over the world like liquid gold, casting everything in a warm, gentle hue. Night retreated in the face of this burgeoning light, and the dragon's eyes slowly opened, twin orbs reflecting the dawn. There was wisdom there, an age-old understanding of life and its eternal cycles. The dragon's gaze met yours, and in that meeting, a silent promise was exchanged. The waking world awaited, a realm of endless mystery and marvels, yet here and now. In the embrace of a shared moment at the boundary of sleep and wakefulness, you found contentment. With a stretch and a sigh that seemed to vibrate through the earth, the dragon too began to rise, its aura a vibrant spectrum of dreams reborn. Together, you gathered yourselves for the new day, the rich tapestry of the world unfurling before you, a canvas ripe for discovery and legend. And so, hand in claw, heart in harmony, you took the first step into the light of dawn. Ready to face whatever wonders and challenges the day might bring, united by the shared solace of dreams and the unyielding promise of adventure. As the sun climbed higher, you carried the tranquil magic of the night into the day, knowing that the stories of the world awaited, to be savored, to be shared, to be lived. As the sun crested the horizon, its golden light poured over the land like a gentle river of warmth, casting soft, elongated shadows that danced playfully across the earth. The air was thick with the scent of dew-kissed flora, a gentle perfume that lingered just at the edge of perception, promising renewal with each breath. You could hear the distant murmurs of the morning, a chorus of birds awakening to greet the day, their me. Butters in with magic lives. The dragon's presence was a comforting weight beside you, its scales shimmering with the hues of dawn itself, amber, rose, and the deepest cerulean, all shifting with every heartbeat. Its breath was slow and rhythmic, a deep, enduring pulse that seemed to sync with the very rhythm of life around you. There was an ancient wisdom in those breaths, a deep reservoir of stories untold, waiting patiently to be discovered. In those moments, time seemed to stretch and bend, allowing you to savor each second as though it were an eternity, a rare bloom spreading its petals under the sun's gentle touch. The ground beneath felt firm and reassuring, yet alive with the subtle promise of growth, a whisper of grass and soil, speaking of cycles enduring, even as the world continued to turn. You looked out across the vast expanse before you, where the land rolled gently towards the horizon, a sea of greens and browns punctuated by wildflowers, tiny bursts of color that dotted the landscape like distant stars in the firmament. The wind sighed through the trees, carrying with it the sound of leaves rustling softly, a natural symphony composed for the dawn. You and the dragon began to move forward, your steps as one, a harmonious ballet upon the Earth's stage. Each step was intentional, filled with the kind of mindfulness that comes from knowing one's place in the grand story of life. The dragon's claws made their own rhythm against the soil, a counterpoint to your lighter tread, a dance as old as time itself. The path ahead was wide and open, an invitation to explore the realms of possibility that stretched infinitely in every direction. Yet in this moment, it was not the destination that mattered, but the journey, with each step drawing you further into a world of wonder, where the ancient songs of myth and legend still lingered in the air, awaiting discovery. Every sight, every sound, every sensation was imbued with a sense of purpose and wonder. As you breathed in the morning air, you felt the stories of the earth filling your lungs, tales spun from dreams and whispered by the winds of time. There was a deep solace in knowing that the adventure was eternal, ever renewing with the cycle of night and day. As you walked, the sun continued its ascent, painting the sky with strokes of light that transformed the heavens into a masterpiece of color and emotion. The warmth at your back was a gentle nudge, a reminder of the promise made in the silent exchange with the dragon, one of harmony and shared adventures, of stories yet to be written on the canvas of the world. Together, you moved into the heart of the new day, footsteps carrying you across the landscape of dreams and reality, each moment rich with the timeless magic of existence. Hand in claw, heart in harmony, you journeyed onward, the promise of adventure a golden thread binding you to the tales yet to unfold in this eternal cycle of dreams reborn. Upon the horizon, the land lay wrapped in the soft embrace of morning, each hill and valley a canvas of whispered secrets waiting to be discovered. The dragon beside you, with scales shimmering in the newborn light, seemed as much a part of the tapestry as the grasses swaying gently in the breeze. It was a sight to behold, a creature of legend, bathed in the hues of daybreak, every glistening scale a spark in the grand mosaic of existence. As you ambled side by side, the earth bent. At your feet whispered tales of its ancient past, stories etched in the stones and roots that tethered history to the present. Above you, The sky unfurled like an artist's canvas, the colors shifting and blending in a symphony of light that mirrored the rainbow scales of your draconic companion. The path you chose wound its way through a grove of trees that seemed to hum with life, their leaves rustling softly as if welcoming you to their verdant sanctuary. Sunlight pierced through the canopy in slender beams, illuminating the undergrowth in patches of gold and shadow, a dance of light and dark in the silence of the morning. There was a profound tranquility in this place, a quietude that transcended the mere absence of sound. It was a stillness that spoke of ages long past and futures yet unwritten, a testament to the endurance of the natural world. Each step you took echoed with the echoes of countless travelers, each sharing in the whispered dreams of the forest. The dragon moved with a grace that belied its size, each motion a testament to a balance between the earthly and the ethereal. Together, you traversed the paths woven by nature's hand, your journey an unfolding tale of friendship and discovery. The air grew vibrant with the promise of new stories, whispered by the winds that flowed through the trees, carrying with them the secrets of realms unseen. In this sacred moment, time seemed to stretch and warp, each second unfurling like the petals of an ancient flower, each whisper of wind a melody that lulled and soothed. The dragon's presence was a reassuring weight beside you, a guardian of tales untold and adventures to come, its eyes glistening with the same serenity that enveloped your surroundings. With each step, the landscape opened like a book before you, rich in texture and emotion, filled with tales waiting to be gathered and retold. In the interplay of light and shadow, you found a deep sense of belonging, as though the world itself embraced you within its storytelling arms, letting its ancient stories flow through you. This journey was more than a path through nature. It was a voyage through the deepest corridors of your own imagination, a reminder that the world was vast and filled with mysteries, both grand and minute. Every tree whispered a fable, every stream sang a ballad, each moment a verse in the epic of being. The day unfurled like the petals of a flower kissed by the sun, casting your path in warm glimmers of hope and belonging. This was the world in its purest form, the dance between dragon and dreamer, between earth and sky, a tender narrative woven in the gilded thread of morning light. And so, with hearts full of the quiet strength of shared dreams, you ventured deeper into the forest, a pair of kindred spirits seeking out the mysteries of the realm, and knowing well that the true adventure lay not just in the stories themselves, but in the telling and retelling of life's eternal narrative. In the heart of this ancient forest, where time itself seemed to slow and the air was thick with stories yet to be told, the path led you through a canopy of emerald leaves that quivered gently in the soft breath of the morning. Each step you took was cushioned by a carpet of moss, a living tapestry woven with threads of green and brown that whispered of life and decay, of cycles eternal. As you ventured further, the forest began to change. The mighty limbs of the trees reached for the heavens in a slow delib. Arrayed arch, their stature noble and wise, while shafts of sunlight pierced through the foliage, painting the ground in shifting patterns of light and shadow. It was as if the universe itself was penning a new chapter in a language of light. There, among the towering sentinels of wood and leaf, you felt the gentle pull of the earth, drawing you into its embrace. It was a place that held the whispers of ages, where the echoes of forgotten legends lingered like the scent of ancient incense. Here, time seemed irrelevant, a mere notion drifting on the breeze that rustled the leaves with secrets only the forest understood. The dragon, too, lay deep within this realm, a majestic being of scales and spirit, wrapped in slumber that was eons old. It lay nestled beneath the protective boughs, lost in dreams spun from the very essence of the world. Golden and serene, its breath harmonized with the gentle sway of the trees, rising and falling like the ocean's tide, a reminder of quiet strength and peaceful power. As you continued your journey, You could almost hear the dreams of the dragon, dreams that danced and twirled like the gossamer threads of dawn. They were dreams painted in colors of fire and sky, of realms where mountains embraced the clouds and rivers sang of freedom and eternity. They were dreams that beckoned listeners to forget the bounds of reality, to leap into the realms of myths and marvels. Amidst these timeless woods, you found yourself caught up in the gentle rhythm of it all. The quiet conversations between the rustling leaves, the distant call of a bird riding the wind's soft swell, and the earth itself, whispering its endless song to any who would listen. It was a melody that resonated deep within your soul, an echo of shared stories winding through the verses of life, connecting hearts across ages. And though the path ahead was still shrouded in mystery, its destination unknown, you felt a quiet confidence in the journey. For the trail was one of discovery, of finding pieces of yourself within the stories of this living, breathing world. Together with your fellow traveler, you moved forward, guided by the pull of curiosity and the warmth of kinship. The forest enveloped you in its serene embrace, a sanctuary of stillness where the pace of the outside world faded into insignificance. Here, in this forgotten realm of dreams and dragons, you found solace and a gentle reminder that life's true adventure lies not in the rush towards an end, but in the patient unfolding of every moment, every breath, every shared story along the way. And so, with footsteps tender and hearts open wide, you journeyed deeper into this enchanted wood, listening to the dragon's dreams and feeling the gentle reassurance of a world that cradles its stories with reverence and tranquility. In the midst of this sylvan embrace, time drifted into an eternal now, where each moment unfurled gracefully like the gentle flutter of an ancient fern. You and your companion walked in harmony with the whispers of the forest, your senses attuned to the subtle symphony of rustling leaves and the soft hum of life woven into the tapestry around you. The dappled light played upon your skin, its golden hue casting a dreamlike glow upon everything it touched, as if the very air was imbued with the warmth of dawn. Every step was a dance, a slow, deliberate waltz through this realm of reverie where dragons slumbered in endless dreams. Here, among the gnarled roots and hollowing trunks, small wonders awaited discovery. The silvery glint of dew on spiderwebs spun like delicate lace, the sweet earthy perfume of moss-covered stones, the way sunlight filtered through the canopy, painting the ground in reservoirs of light and shadow. It was a place where even the silence spoke volumes, its soft tones echoing the ancient memories cradled within the heart of the forest. As you journeyed deeper, you sensed a presence, a gentle vibration that resonated with the rhythm of your heart. It was the dragon, still nestled in its slumber, its serene breath like the rising and falling of distant tides. Its dreams flowed like rivers through your mind, weaving stories of boundless skies and forgotten epochs where the world was still young and wonder reigned supreme. Your pace remained unhurried, each footfall an invitation to engage more deeply with the mystery that surrounded you. You felt the tug of time ease, the rush of responsibility melt away, leaving only the purity of being, an ephemeral nature shared with your fellow wanderer. Together, you basked in the richness of this experience, this opportunity to explore the grandeur within and without, to discover the dragon's dreams as a reflection of your own. The forest seemed to lean closer, listening intently, as if memorizing the cadence of your breath, the notes of your personal song. Its branches stretched in a graceful arc above, forming a cathedral of nature, a sanctuary that asked nothing more than for you to be present, to absorb the tranquility offered so freely. Its magnificence was a balm for weary spirits, a gentle reminder that serenity lay not in isolation, but in connection. Connection to nature, to each other, and to the vast expanse of stories carried in the minds of dreamers. There was magic in this discovery, an alchemy of emotion and setting that transcended the mundane. Here, you could feel the lingering echoes of laughter and tears, the shared stories of those who had walked this path long before, each one leaving a trace of their journey behind. Each tale woven into the fabric of the forest added to the richness of its lore, inviting you to add your own narrative to the mix. As the sun continued its gentle arc, casting long shadows that stretched and danced across your path, you remained cradled in the serenity of the moment, the warmth of companionship, the sacred hush of the world around you, and the echo of the dragon's dreams formed a cocoon of calm that ushered you deeper into the sanctity of the woods. Your journey was far from concluded, but within each step, each heartbeat, lay the assurance that this path was where you were meant to be. And with each moment that passed, with each whispered promise of the world around you, you felt the essence of true adventure unfold, not in reaching a final destination, but in embracing the gentle unfolding of life's mysteries in the tender presence of those who traveled beside you. And so, you walked on, footsteps light yet grounded, heart open and full, ready to delve deeper into the dreams of dragons and the chosen stories of this beloved world, guided ever by the ancient song of the forest. In the embrace of the ancient woods, where time seemed to move with the grace of a gentle river, you continued your journey alongside your companions, a path woven with enchantment, with dreams that whispered like the softest of winds through the trees. The forest, with its towering sentinels and lush underbush, wrapped around you like a guardian, its presence both reassuring and mysterious. Subtle sparks of sunlight filtered through the canopy, painting the world in a delicate tapestry of gold and shadow. The dragon, though deep in its slumber, far beyond the evergreens, lingered in your consciousness. Its dreams were stories unfurling like tendrils of mist, intangible, yet profoundly felt. These dreams flowed around you, pulling you gently into visions of forgotten times and places, echoing an age where dragons danced through the skies and their roars wove tapestries of magic into the very fabric of the earth. As you and your companions moved forward, the air hummed with an ancient song, a lullaby from the world itself, resonating in its every leaf and stone. It was as if the forest whispered secrets of old into your ears, tales of the land when dreams were young and unshackled. Each footstep fell into another's rhythm, a collective heartbeat that spoke of unity and shared purpose, as gentle as a lullaby and as resolute as the mountains themselves. The path, though winding and strewn with the intricate patterns of nature's handiwork, felt like a long-lost friend guiding you on, each curve and dip in harmony with your breath and the quiet pulse of your heart. The earth beneath, cool and soft, seemed to cradle each step, grounding you in the present moment while promising the unfolding mysteries ahead. Your companions, their presence warmly glowing like lanterns in the deepening day, mirrored your silent awe of the world. They too felt the dragon's dreams twining around them, an invisible thread connecting each of you to something vast and beautiful. There were no words exchanged, for language seemed an unnecessary intruder here. The shared gaze into the ancient green was more eloquent than any spoken notion could be. Occasionally, the call of a distant bird would punctuate the symphony of the forest, its note crisp and clear, reminding you of the vastness beyond this sacred glen. A gentle breeze breathed life into the leaves, their rustling like soft applause, urging you onwards, wrapping you in nature's reverent embrace. Every step, every heartbeat seemed to draw you deeper into this place where dreams and reality tenderly embraced. There was not just tranquility, but a warmth, an affirmation that the journey itself held meaning more profound than any destination. With each moment that passed, the mysteries unraveling around you felt more like a dream remembered than a path discovered. As the day lingered on the cusp of twilight, casting hues of amber and violet through the woven branches overhead, you pressed on, hearts intertwined with the tales of old, stories that told not only of dragons and dreams, but of every soul that walked this path before. In the subtle quiet that followed, a profound sense of belonging encompassed you, whispering that here, nestled in the dreams forgotten and remembered, lay the truth of your adventure. A journey woven of light, dark, and the graceful in-betweens. As twilight's gentle touch painted the horizon, you found yourself guided by an unseen hand through the whispering woodland. The air was rich with the scent of earth and foliage, mingling with distant echoes of a world unseen but deeply felt. Your footsteps, soft and deliberate, matched the rhythm of an ancient lullaby sung by the breeze itself. Ahead, the path meandered through mighty oaks and slender birches, their branches weaving a tapestry of shadow and light overhead. It was here, in this sacred theater of nature, that the story of the dragon who forgot to wake began to unfurl. The landscape was alive with tales, breathing with the memories of times long past and those yet to come. In the midst of this enchanted forest, a clearing appeared, bathed in the soft luminescence of the emerging moon. It was a place of stories, hinted at in the whimsical patterns of fallen leaves and the gentle dance of the fireflies. Each glimmer, each flicker of light, seemed to sing of tales spun from the threads of eternity. Slowly, you began to hear it, the melodic refrain of ancient wisdom carried on the wind, whispering of a time when dragons flew as guardians of the sky. Yet this particular dragon, whose story you now followed, was different. He had lain in slumber beneath the hills, dreaming of worlds beyond the reach of mere mortals. In his dreams, kingdoms rose and fell, stars were born and died, and through it all, he forgot the dawn he was meant to greet. The story wrapped around you like a cloak of stars, soothing and warm. It spoke in colors and sensations rather than words. Golden sunrises, the brush of a dragon's wing, the deep rumble of distant thunder. You could almost see the dragon as he slumbered, curled amidst glowing embers. His breath a river of warmth in the cool night air, surrounded by the gentle hum of an ancient lullaby. Yet the world had not forgotten him. The trees and stones, the sky and waters, they all held a part of his essence, and so they kept vigil, so that his dreams might never fade into the void. They whispered their stories to the wind, their voices a chorus of hope and promise. In the quiet heart of evening, the emotions intertwined with your spirit, hope, longing, the gentle hum of ancient nostalgia. It was a feeling of coming home to a place you had never left. You walked with the awareness that your journey mirrored the dragon's, both of you seekers wrapped in layers of dreams and reality. With each step, the forest seemed to bend softly, as if to assure you that time was not wasted here, that each heartbeat was a note in a song too grand to be fully fathomed. The path ahead shimmered, alive with the possibility that somewhere, perhaps only a breath away, the dragon might stir, lifting eyelids heavy with sleep, to embrace a new dawn. And so, with the soft light of the moon filtering through the leaves, briefly caressing your face before continuing its tranquil journey, you knew the tales told were not just of dragons, but of all who dared to dream. The promise of more lay ahead, and as you continued your gentle walk, the forest echoed with the lullaby of forgotten dreams remembered, guiding your spirit through the realms of the mystical and the real. As you meandered further into the heart of the forest, the air thickened with the scent of pine and ancient earth, carrying whispers of stories that seemed to dance just beyond the edge of comprehension. Each inhalation was a reminder of the worlds hidden in the folds of time, where dreams took shape and danced freely like ethereal phantoms under the cloak of night. The tapestry of trees, standing like silent sentinels, swayed gently in the tender night breeze. Their leaves, in hues of silver-graced midnight, shimmered with a quiet luminescence, capturing the whispers of bygone legends that filtered through the air like a forgotten melody. Underfoot, your steps fell upon a blanket of moss. ... Where would I go? ... And that's where wild things happen. Whisper soft and forgiving. The earth cradle you, its embrace grounding yet expansive, allowing your spirit to wander through timeless corridors, where dragons slumbered within dreams, both grand and tender. Every now and then, the forest exhaled the gentle sigh of ancient stories, tales of creatures and caregivers of realms not yet lost to the clamor of wakeful reality. Above, the moon, a generous pearl amidst the velvet canopy, cast its tender gaze upon you. Its light was a gentle touch, brushing against your skin like the softest of silken threads, imparting an inexplicable warmth that seeped into your very being. This eternal guard of the night sky seemed to whisper reassurance, urging you forward into the embrace of what might yet be. And in that silvery glow, you sensed the presence of the dragon, an ancient being who lingered between the breaths of time. One who embodied the essence of dreams dared and dreams deferred. Perhaps it was but a trick of the mind, or a dalliance of the heart, but it felt as though the very forest lent its voice to a chorus of gentle encouragement, urging you onward in your shared quest for the lullaby of forgotten dreams. Slowly, steadily, the landscape began to shift, drawing you into a place where shadows softened into the velvet folds of night's embrace. There was a sense of entering a secret haven, a place untouched by the march of days or the passage of hurried feet. Here, the dragon's spirit lingered, vast and enveloping, like a sigh that carried the weight of centuries, yet was as soft as a lullaby sung to a child cradled by the cosmos. The air shimmered with expectancy, a delicate prelude to dawn that promised so much more than the mere birth of a new day. It was an awakening of the spirit, a gentle unfolding of the soul's wings, racked in dreams spun from the gossamer threads of hope and wonder. As stars twinkled against the backdrop of shifting time, their light painted whispers of what was and what could be, each glimmer a reminder that dreams were just as tangible as the earth beneath your feet. As you continued along the path, which lay like a ribbon unfurling through the forest's embrace, you felt your heart align with the rhythm of this sacred place, its majesty pulling on the unseen threads that connected your spirit to the dragon's own. With each heartbeat, the forest cradled you in a melody of calm, its tranquility seeping into the corners of your soul that had forgotten how to rest. Hovering on the edge of wakefulness, suspended in time's gentle embrace, you trusted the night to hold you. To guide you through these realms where dreams dared to dream, and the slumbering dragon promised a dawn steeped in the golden hues of possibility. The moon hung low, a silvery orb, casting soft, shimmering light that danced through the canopy of towering trees, each leaf a gentle whisper in the night air. As you strolled deeper into the woodland, the path beneath your feet was a tapestry of moonbeams and shadows. The gentle crunch of leaves, a symphony, accompanying your journey through this sacred, forgotten land. It was as if time held its breath, allowing you this fleeting moment to weave yourself into its ancient story. You paused, feeling the cool breath of earth upon your skin, a reminder that even in stillness, the world around you was alive with the pulse of greater dreams. The wind played amongst the branches, a lullaby of nature's own making that seemed to tell tales of a time way. In dragons roamed the skies, their vast, powerful wings carving paths through clouds of gold and flame. Chasing that distant echo, you found your own aspirations catching the light, shimmering with a newfound possibility as palpable as the ground you traversed. Each step was a conversation with the past, a dialogue of silent reverence shared between you and the spirit of the land. You sensed the presence of ancient creatures that watched over this realm, guardians in their timeless slumber, waiting for the day they would rise again. The trees stood as majestic sentinels, their roots intertwined with the memories of 1,000 dawns, their bark etched with secrets of the universe. The forest sang with a gentle harmony, lulling you ever deeper into its verdant heart. Within this sanctuary, the air tasted of wildflowers and distant rain, a delicate, ethereal blend that filled you with an indescribable longing, a wish to belong, to become one with the cycle of seasons, the eternal dance of sun and moon. You inhaled deeply, letting this essence of the earth settle in your being, its embrace wordless yet filled with promises of healing and rebirth. The path wound on, twisting through glades where the light pooled and gleamed like liquid silver. You followed it and found yourself in a meadow kissed by moonlight, where the grass was a silken sea and the stars above watched with benevolent mirth. Here, it was easy to believe in the magic of old tales, when dragons slumbered beneath the hills, their dreams a source of life and mystery. In this tranquil abode, your heart was a vessel for peace, each beat a gentle ripple across the lake of your soul, calm and untroubled by the passing haze of time. There were no demands, no expectations, only the precious, undisturbed moments shared with the night, where freedom and grace entwined in a dance of their own making. As the sky deepened to a richer blue, promising the approach of dawn, you sensed the unseen presence of the dragon beneath the protective layers of earth and root, its spirit resonating with the warmth of the earth's core. It slumbered not out of neglect, but in anticipation of a new era, a time when its power and wisdom would once again connect the weave of dreams to reality, bridging the realm of myth with the everyday. And so you too lingered on the brink of awakening, understanding that the dragon's dreams were not just its own. They were collective dreams, born of the world's collective heart, shared silently among all who dared to believe in the magic of the unseen. Wrapped in this contemplation, you felt the first hints of the sun stirring on the horizon, a gentle glow that promised a world reborn beneath the light of dreaming dragons. As the gentle glow crept ever so slowly across the horizon, casting a soft luminescence that caressed the land with tender fingers of light, you found yourself lost in the lingering shadows of your thoughts. The dragon's forgotten awakening whispered a timeless truth to those who dared to listen, a truth woven in the tapestry of stars that glimmered above in silent testament to the endless nights before. The world around you stirred in harmonious rhythm with the dragon's slumbering breath, a collective exhale as profound as the earth itself. Here, the echoes of ancient wings, folded delicately yet powerfully slumbering beneath the roots, merged seamlessly with the gentle murmur of leaves swaying in an otherwise hushed forest. In that quiet symphony, you sensed an eternal connection pulsing gently beneath the surface of your consciousness, entwining your spirit with the omnipresent dragon's dreams. The air, fresh yet heavy with the promise of daybreak, carried on it the faint fragrance of dew-kissed earth, mingling with the rich aroma of the forest's slowly waking flora. Each breath you drew was a reminder of life's unfathomable cycle, its enduring grace embracing the twilight between dreams and dawn. The transition was serene, as if the world itself lingered on a precipice, cherishing the tranquil balance of night's last embrace. Within this poetic unfolding, the dragon's slumber was a tale of patience and anticipation. Each curled rest was a gesture of untold grace, a waiting woven with the wisdom of ages, gently enclosed beneath scales that shimmered quietly beneath soil and time. Imagining the textures of ancient rocks and the solidity of deep-rooted trees, you felt the dragon's resting form, a presence as real as the ground beneath your feet and as ethereal as the stories carried by the breeze. This secret world contained no urgency, only an ageless understanding shared with those whose hearts pulsed in harmony with the unseen dance of dreams. The stories of old, spun from silken threads of fantasy and reality, bid you to breathe in this celestial calm and join the chorus of the enchanted woods. A melody of timelessness where notions of hurry and haste had no place. Silence was not simply the absence of sound, but the gentle cradle of possibilities. Each one, a soft whisper scrawled upon the canvas of inner contemplation. In this sacred stillness, time stretched luxuriously, an unhurried ocean lapping at the shores of your conscious mind, inviting you to bask in its sweet, endless flow, as the sky's deep blue began to soften. Yielding to the pastel hues heralding the sun's arrival, you sensed the quiet strength in surrender, in giving oneself to the rhythm of night giving way to day. The dragon's vibrant dreams of yesteryears sang of battles fought and friendships forged, while also weaving visions of a future yet to unfurl beneath the golden arches of dawn. The dragon's spirit, resplendent and unyielding, seemed to rise with the gradual crescendo of the morning chorus, a symphony of awakening creatures whose calls layered the forest in a slowly building embrace of sound. Every note captured the thrill of rediscovered dawn, each chirp or rustle painting the air with vibrant echoes of life renewed. This awakening, gentle and yet monumental, beckoned you towards the first rays of sunlight, each one a promise of illumination, of a new beginning for the dragon and for those who dreamt with it. Entranced by this delicate dance of shadows and light, you lingered at the threshold of day, arms outstretched to the growing glow of a world reborn by the dreams of dragons quietly waiting to awaken. In the gentle cradle of this awakening realm, where night was a tender whisper and day a blossoming promise, the dragon stirred within its ancient slumber. Its scales, softer than the finest silk, yet more enduring than any shield, shimmered with a subtle brilliance as the dawning light crested the horizon. This light, a caress of warmth woven from the threads of 1,000 sunrises, danced upon the dragon's resting form, inviting it to join the world anew. The forest, a patient sentinel through the ages, rustled softly around the clearing, its trees standing tall like loyal sentinels. The leaves, kissed by the morning dew, glittered as though sprinkled with countless tiny gems, each droplet a universe of its own, reflecting the burgeoning day. Beneath the canopy, the shadows receded gently, surrendering their hold to the advancing light, a river of new beginnings flowing onward towards the dragon's slumbering heart. Nearby, a brook murmured its timeless melody, its waters gliding over smooth stones polished by the years. This liquid muse, ever restless yet perpetually serene, whispered secrets of the earth and sang of distant journeys from mountain peaks to ocean depths. Here, where water met land, the air was imbued with a cool mist, refreshing and soothing, wrapping the dragon's resting form in a layer of nurturing balm. As the dragon breathed, the rhythm of its gentle breaths synced with the pulse of the world around it, a heartbeat of life and earth intertwined in a perpetual ballet of existence. This resonant harmony echoed through the forest, urging the creatures within earshot to draw near, their curiosity piqued by the rare sight of a dragon's slumber and its whispered dreams. Foxes paused on their nocturnal paths, owls settled silently upon their branches, and even the butterflies stilled their delicate flutter to bask in the marvel of this shared moment. The dragon's dreams unfurled like the pages of a forgotten storybook, each turning an unspoken promise of adventure and wonder yet to be fully realized. Dreams of flying amongst the stars, their brilliance a jeweled tapestry hanging in the celestial void. Dreams of laughter shared over crackling fires, the rich warmth of companionship resonating deeply. Dreams of lands yet traversed, where mysteries slumbered beneath the verdant canopy, and the winds carried tales unknown. As your own spirit entwined with these dreams, you felt the cool grass beneath your fingertips, each blade a living brushstroke on nature's canvas. The fragrance of earth and growing things filled your senses, rich and invigorating, coaxing you further into this realm where time flowed like the brook, unhindered and endless. With every breath you took, the essence of the dragon's world seeped deeper into your being, nourishing you with the wisdom of ages and the promise of moments yet to live. And thus, with the slow majesty of mountains kissing the sky, the dragon began to stir, a gentle ripple of energy passing through its form as if the very world held its breath in anticipation of the moment. Vibrant eyes blinked open, revealing depths of ancient knowing, meeting the light of dawn with quiet understanding. This day, reborn from night's tender caress, awaited its tale, the dragon and its dreams leading the way. Both keeper and pioneer of a story yet written on the parchment of the sky, In this sacred dance of day and night, you felt not only the stirrings of a new morning, but also the promise of what lies beyond, a tapestry shimmering with the dreams of dragons and the wonder of endless skies. As the dragon unfurled its wings, a gentle breeze rippled through the valley, whispering secrets to the leaves that adorned the ancient trees. Each leaf shivered in response, twinkling like emerald stars in the soft embrace of dawn. The air itself seemed to carry a golden hue, as if touched by the dragon's ethereal warmth, infusing the morning with a luminescent quality that felt both wondrous and surreal. The earth, with its rich tapestry of greens and browns, absorbed this light, releasing fragrance of dew-kissed soil that mingled with the scent of wildflowers stretching towards the awakening sun. A symphony of nature unfolded around you, a gentle chorus of birdsong mingling with the distant trickle of rain-kissed streams weaving through the tranquil landscape. Each note felt like a caress, delicate yet profound, echoing the ancient melodies of the dragon's world. This music resonated within you, harmonizing with your heartbeat, creating a rhythm that aligned with the grandeur of existence itself. Here, in this enchanting realm, you were both audience and participant in a tale as old as time, where each breath and step felt sacred, untouched by the hustle of the world beyond. The dragon's scales glimmered in the dawning light, each one a tale untold, shimmering with the colors of 1,000 sunsets and moonlit rivers. As the dragon turned its gaze towards the horizon, an unspoken message traveled between you, a shared understanding that transcended the mortal constraints of language. It was a communication of souls, an exchange of dreams and aspirations woven together in the vast loom of infinity. The dragon had forgotten to wake, perhaps, but it was in this forgetfulness that it found a deeper wisdom, a reminder of the beauty in simply being. The tranquility of the moment washed over you in waves, each one drawing you closer to the heart of this mythical world. Time unfurled gently, like a scroll revealing its secrets slowly, patiently, encouraging you to savor each moment, each sensation. The world around you, so alive with color and sound, felt like an extension of your own spirit. Every element a piece of the puzzle, creating a picture of profound serenity and belonging. Within this sacred space, you felt your spirit lift, buoyed by the certainty that this is where you are meant to be, in the company of ancient beings and timeless stories, where every heartbeat resonated with the rhythm of life itself. The dragon, with its all-seeing gaze, seemed to understand this too, offering a soft rumble that echoed like distant thunder rolling across the landscape, a promise of journeys yet to come and tales yet to be told. Together, you stood at the edge of this new day, wrapped in the comfort of the dragon's dreams and the warmth of the golden dawn. The world around you was a living canvas, waiting for the gentle brushstrokes of time, your place within it assured and cherished. In the quiet majesty of this moment, you felt an overwhelming sense of peace, of being at one with everything and nothing all at once, carried along on the gentle currents of the dragon's forgotten slumber. As the gentle light of dawn danced upon the horizon, the colors of the sky blended seamlessly into the verdant landscape below, creating a harmonious tapestry of earth and heavens. The air was still, holding the whispers of night as it slowly gave way to the burgeoning day. Each breath was a reminder of the intertwining of past and future, like the delicate patterns of frost on a winter morning, disappearing in the warmth of the sun, yet leaving traces in the hearts of those who witnessed them. Around you, the world seemed to hold its breath, savoring this tender moment of transition. The mountains, ancient sentinels draped in mist, stood guard over the valley, their peaks just kissing the edge of the celestial dome. The trees, their leaves shimmering with the dew of early hours, swayed gently in the whispering wind, their rustling like the soft to brush of silk against skin. Your gaze returned to the dragon, the companion in this surreal dreamscape. Its scales reflected the hues of the sky, 1,000 shifting shades of blue and gold, each one a note in a symphony that spoke of ages long past and those yet to come. The creature's eyes, pools of deep emerald, carried the weight of centuries, yet held warmth that could melt the hardest stone. In that gaze, you sensed understanding and camaraderie, as if the dragon had seen your journey and accepted you as part of its own timeless story. In silence, the dragon unfurled its wings, each leathery expanse glimmering with the promise of flight, yet remaining earthbound, an anchor in this dreamlike reality. You instinctively felt the connection, the shared presence that required no words, only the silent communion of souls that recognized each other in the vast expanse of existence. Time moved languidly, each second stretching into eternity as you stood shoulder to shoulder with the magnificent creature, witnesses to the world unfurling at your feet. Your mind wandered lightly, touching upon memories woven from the threads of dreams and waking life. The laughter of friends, the comfort of familiar places, the thrill of discovery. Each image carried with it a promise, a vow etched in the fabric of your being to cherish the past, embrace the present, and welcome the future. The dragon's breath was a rhythmic pulse, a lullaby in the hush of dawn, cradling you in its gentle cadence. It spoke of the cycles of life, the inevitability of change, and the beauty found within each fleeting moment. With every silent exhalation, you felt your spirit align with this ancient wisdom, your own breath synchronizing with the tempo of the living world. The heaviness of sleep crept in softly, a tender embrace that invited you to surrender to the stillness around you. With each successive beat of the dragon's heart, a gentle thrum against the quiet, your own heart slowed, echoing its tranquil tempo. The golden light now fully bathed the valley, a gentle caress that signaled the start of new possibilities, the dawn of unending stories. Here on the brink of wakefulness and dreams, you lingered in the sacred space forged by the presence of the dragon. A guardian of ancient tales and untold journeys, together you cherished this moment, recognizing it as a gift, a cherished pause before you ventured into the tapestry of life once more, painted with the strokes of your adventures and the dragon's timeless grace. As you lingered in this tranquil realm, the gilded tendrils of dawn weave through the crystalline branches of the dreamscape. The dragon, a timeless sentinel of slumber, nestled deeper into the earth's embrace, its scales shimmering with the luster of forgotten stars. The valley exhaled a light that illuminated the pathways of your thoughts, casting a gentle glow upon the shadows nestled deep within your spirit. The essence of the dragon, ancient and vast, wrapped around you like an ageless melody, singing you into a state of profound serenity. Its breathing, steady and comforting, became a rhythmic mantra, aligning with the rhythms of the universe and guiding you toward the horizons of new dreams. Each breath you took intertwined with the earth's quiet heartbeat, connecting you to the land beneath and the skies above. The whisper of a breeze gently stirred the leaves, their rustling a soft serenade that lulled you deeper into the cradle of your thoughts. With each gentle sway, the world shed fragments of dreams, stitching them into the grand narrative of existence. Memories drifted on this breeze, touching you lightly, like gossamer threads woven with the wisdom of aeons, reminders of life's ephemeral dance. Time, in this sacred place, unfolded like a tapestry spun from the threads of the universe, each moment an intricate detail in the grand design. The sun cast its warm glow upon the valley, painting the sky with hues that spoke of renewal and hope. Below, the dragon's slumbering form reflected this golden dawn, an ancient being suspended in a realm where time stood still. You found solace in this communion, a profound connection that defied the boundaries of reality and dream. The dragon was more than a guardian of tales. It was the very essence of dreams, a bridge between the worlds, a keeper of countless journeys yet to unfold. Its presence filled you with a gentle assurance, a silent promise that you were not alone in the vast expanse of your own narrative. In this shared silence, a profound understanding blossomed. You realized that the dragon's sleep was not merely an absence of wakefulness, but an embrace of all that is unseen and unspoken. A reminder that dreams themselves hold power, nurturing the soul and sowing seeds of wonder. Slowly, the warmth of dawn deepened, a hint of the day's potential igniting the horizon with fiery brilliance. You felt it infuse you with a sense of anticipation, urging you to step forward with the dragon's grace as your guide. The world awaited, rich with stories and adventures, each moment a brushstroke upon the canvas of your life, painted with colors both vibrant and hushed. And so, with a heart full of gratitude and newfound courage, you prepared to awaken, ready to weave your own tale within the grand tapestry of existence. The dragon, an eternal companion in spirit, watched over the transition with a tender gaze, as though whispering encouragement through the very air you breathed. Here, at the cusp of dreams and reality, you gave thanks for the moments shared in this sacred place, for the quiet revelations that had unfolded within the shadowed embrace of the dragon's rest. You stood at the brink, poised to step beyond the threshold of dreams, ready to greet the world anew under the watchful eye of the dragon who forgot to wake. With the gentle embrace of dawn unfurling across the sky, you stood on the precipice of awakening, where dreams softly dissolved into reality like mist before the rising sun. The air was thick with the essence of possibility, each breath a reminder of the dragon's whispered teachings, the lessons embedded in the quiet sanctity of shared moments. This ancient being, now wrapped around your heart, its scales shimmering like captured moonlight, an eternal guardian unseen, yet ever present. As you lingered in this space between worlds, the landscape around you shimmered with the soft hues of dawn's first light, painting the heavens in shades of pink and gold. The earth seemed to hold its breath, waiting for your first step into the day, urging you with the subtle warmth of the dragon's presence, a comforting hearth in the expanse of your imagination. You could feel the thrum of ancient wisdom beneath your feet, the tender pulse of the world ready to cradle your awakening spirit. In this tranquil moment, your senses were enveloped by an exquisite tapestry of sound and scent, the distant sawing of a lark, welcome. Ming the morning, the faint rustle of leaves stirred by a gentle breeze, and the sweet perfume of blooming jasmine drifting on the air. Each note and fragrance interwove to create a lullaby for the soul, soothing the last remnants of sleep, guiding you softly back to consciousness. Every tiny detail, every whisper of the world around you, was a reminder of the dragon's quiet counsel, a love affair between silence and sound, between what was dreamt and what remained to be lived. There was a sense of profound gratitude that resonated within, a deep appreciation for the timeless dance of dreams and reality that had unfolded within the dragon's gentle shadow. Your heart beat in rhythm with the world's ancient song, each pulse a promise of new beginnings. You carried with you the gentle strength of the dragon, the lessons etched into your very being, courage, wisdom, and the unwavering grace of resting in the stillness of the moment. The dragon had woven itself into the fabric of your story, its forgotten awakening a testament to the power of silent companionship and shared revelation. Time stretched and melted, and you found yourself ready to step into the day, to craft your own epic within the grand, endless saga of existence. The tale you would weave would be one of wonder and discovery, painting your life's canvas with the vibrant colors of adventure and the quiet tones of cherished solitude. The dragon's watchful gaze and the echoes of its forgotten awakening served only to inspire your journey forward, lighting the path with memories of its silent splendor. And so, as the golden dawn painted the sky with its primordial brush, casting long shadows across the land, you took that first deliberate step into the richness of the day. You carried the dream's gentle magic with you, trailing behind like the softest whisper, a quiet assurance that the dragon, though forgotten in wakefulness, would reside eternally in the realm of dreams, an unfading beacon guiding your heart homeward. With this promise nestled in your heart, you embraced the world anew, every breath filled with the dragon's quiet blessing, whispering sweetly of stories yet to be born and shared.